Born Elon Reeve Musk, B., born June 28, 1971, is a businessman and entrepreneur known for his leadership of Tesla, SpaceX, X, and XAI. Musk has been the wealthiest person in the world since 2021. As of December 2025, Forbes estimates his net worth to be around $754 billion. Born into a wealthy family in Pretoria, South Africa, Musk emigrated in 1989 to Canada. He has Canadian citizenship since his mother was born there. He received bachelor's degrees in 1997 from the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, United States, before moving to California to pursue business ventures. In 1995, Musk co-founded the software company Zip2. Following its sale in 1999, he co-founded X.com, an online payment company that later merged to form PayPal, which was acquired by eBay in 2002. Musk also became an American citizen in 2002. Education: Musk attended Waterkloof House Preparatory School, Bryanston High School, and then Pretoria Boys High School, where he graduated. 32. Musk was a decent but exceptional student, earning a 61/100 in Afrikaans and IB on his senior math certification. Musk applied for a Canadian passport through his Canadian-born mother to avoid South Africa's mandatory military service, which would have forced him to participate in the apartheid regime, as well as to ease his path to immigration to the United States. While waiting for his application to be processed, he attended the University of Pretoria for 5 months. 37. Musk arrived in Canada in June 1989, connected with a second cousin in Saskatchewan, and worked odd jobs, including at a farm and a lumber mill. 40. In 1990, he entered Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. 41. 42. 2 years later, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where he studied until 1990.
Go to sleep, I wake up, I work, go to sleep, wake up, work, do that 7 days a week. My workload went up from about 70 to 8 hours a week to probably 120. I'll have to do that for a while.
Although Musk has said that he earned his degrees in 1995, the University of Pennsylvania did not award them until 1997, a Bachelor of Arts in Physics and a Bachelor of Science in Economics. From the university's Wharton School, he reportedly hosted large, ticketed house parties to help pay for tuition, and wrote a business plan for an electronic book scanning service similar to Google Books, N9TMR. Elon was an enthusiastic reader of books, and had attributed his success in part to having read The Lord of the Rings, the Foundation series, and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. 11. 28. At age 10, he developed an interest in computing and video games, teaching himself how to program from the VIC-20 user manual. At age 12, Elon sold his BASIC-based Game Blaster to PC and Office Technology magazine for approximately $500, equivalent to $1,600 in 2024.
I mean, my mind is a storm, and I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they would want to be me, but they don't know. They don't understand.
How are you doing?
I mean, overall okay. In the grand scheme of things, I can't complain.
You get lonely?
Sometimes, but my kids and friends keep me company.
Okay. Man.
Zip2. In 1995, Musk, his brother Kimball, and Greg Curry founded the web software company Zip2 with funding from a group of angel investors. 55. They housed the venture at a small rented office in Palo Alto. 56. Replying to Rolling Stone, Musk denounced the notion that they started their company with funds borrowed from Elon Musk. 24. But in a tweet, he recognized that his father contributed 10% of a later funding round. 57. The company developed and marketed an internet city guide for the newspaper publishing industry, with maps, directions, and yellow pages. 58. According to Musk, the website was up during the day and I was coding it at night, 7 days a week, all the time. 56. To impress investors, Musk built a large plastic structure around a standard computer to create the impression that Zip2 was powered by a small supercomputer. 59. The Musk brothers obtained contracts with the New York Times and the Chicago Tribune. 60. And persuaded the board of directors to abandon plans for a merger with CitySearch. 61. Musk's attempts to become CEO were thwarted by the board. 62.
That was the summer of '95. I had no money whatsoever. I was working, doing research in Silicon Valley on a completely different subject and trying to start this company at the same time. And when it came time to decide, do I want to do graduate studies or do I want to start this company, and I decided to start the company, I had no money. As a graduate student, I would have received a scholarship and a stipend and so forth. In starting the company, I had nothing. I had no income source. So we found that an office was actually cheaper than an apartment in Silicon Valley. So we got this dinky little office that had a leaky roof. It was just the nastiest place you can imagine.
And you lived in it too?
And I lived in it too and showered at the YMCA. This lasted for about 3 or 4 months, and the reason we chose this office, in addition to it being really cheap, was that there was an internet service provider on the floor below. So we were able to get really cheap internet access by drilling a hole in the floor and connecting to their server directly.
Acquired Zip2 for $307 million in cash in February 1999, equivalent to $580 million. In 2024, 63, 64. And Musk received $22 million, equivalent to $42 million in 2024, for his 7% share, 65. X.com and PayPal. In 1999, Musk co-founded X.com, an online financial services and email payment company, 66. The startup was one of the first federally insured online banks, and, in its initial months of operation, over 200,000 customers joined the service, 67. The company's investors regarded Musk as inexperienced and replaced him with Intuit CEO Bill Harris by the end of the year, 68. The following year, X.com merged with online bank Confinity to avoid competition, 56, 68, 69, founded by Max Levchin and Peter Thiel, 70. Confinity had its own money transfer service, PayPal, which was more popular than X.com's service.
I mean, can you imagine how awesome it will be to have American astronauts plant the flag on another planet for the first time? Bam! Yeah! This is what victory